right, it's time to have like a real chat here. I'm trying to sit here and watch everything and catch up. And the first thing that always comes to mind is, why do these two women love Blueface the way that they do? What did he do to them? Okay, is it for fame? Is it for love? Is it for money? What is it? Okay, now let's just start by breaking it down. When I look at Jaden, I always think this. I think that she's a woman who suffers with her complex, right? She's complexing on herself. I think she's a woman that has body image issues. And I mean, I just say this because of all the work she's had done on herself. She doesn't care if the work makes her look worse or makes her look better or whatever, even though she has transformed herself into a person that has a body that is just like really unrecognizable. It is really laughing. It is really, no good. But to her, she thinks it looks good. I mean, at this point, Blueface himself is making videos laughing at her, making videos showing her body and giggling. And he's showing that he's just not that into you because he keeps, swinging at, playing a little bit of everywhere. Let's just put it that way, okay, for layman's terms. Then we see someone like Krishan, right? And we know that it is her past that eats at her, right? Her past, from her family, from being poor, from being homeless to struggling to, allegations of abuse and things of that nature. She wanted to get out of the situation she was in. When it comes to Krishan Rock, I'm going to tell you guys, I full-heartedly believe that she would have made something out of nothing either way it went. Before Blueface, she was making, news headlines with her cross country and with her athletics. She was also doing headlines and making, waves when she got on the show and was able to compete. She was already doing reality. She was stepping out. That's how she caught the eye of Blueface. But of course, we have to say this. We wouldn't have not known either one of these ladies without Blueface. And he wants everybody to know that all the time. He wants everybody to know that, hey, without y'all, being where y'all was, baby, if it wasn't for me, y'all wouldn't be there. He always wants them to know that, and he always puts that out. But I'm going to tell you something. I've watched both of these ladies, and it's like, is it worth having babies by a deadbeat? Is it worth being humiliated? Is it worth him not only screaming and yelling? I just seen him in, the, what would you call it, studio with Jaden, and he's yelling and he's screaming and he's, this ain't how you do it. He's made so many disrespectful videos. He's cheated on her. He's done this. He's done that. And baby, Jaden was not making headwaves until Krishan Rock came along. So let's just say that, because we knew she was Blueface baby mama, but not very many people wanted to hear from her or really cared about what she had going on, because nobody cared about what he got going on, right? But when Krishan came in the picture and she was so emotional and she was so angry and she had all these outbursts and she had this family that wanted to fight Blueface, and everybody knew he was supposed to be with Jaden, but he's being showing up with Krishan and she's kicking, screaming, fighting and everything else. That's what made Jaden be on the map. So at this point, it's like these two are more interested in who can get him, who can keep him, who can have him calling in the nighttime, who can have him stopping by, who can have him on flights. And they're both, out here looking like a fool. This girl, Jaden, Blueface said before he proposed to her, well, I already know she going to say yes. I'm just nervous to do it in front of people. I have never seen that. Most men are like, oh, I hope she say yes because I done put her through all of this stuff. But he said, I know she going to say yes. He knew she was going to say yes, and he knew that he had to propose to her because he has a $13 million settlement that's over his head for some foolishness he did. So he needed to marry her. He needed to get her signed to him, and he needed to get her a deal so that he had money to pay these bills he got going on. And that's half the problem that he, to me, has with Krishan. It's like Krishan said, he was getting all of my checks. He was processing them. He was cashing them. And then I would get, money here and there. But when I decided to step away from him, I made myself independent. I started getting my own checks, getting my own money. And I think that's why he ran back to Jaden Alexis. He knew that he needed a way out. But when I tell y'all, every time I see these two ladies fight over him, I'm like, is he swinging something we don't know? Is he, speaking some language that I just don't understand? But I know that it's because he found two girls that have deep wounds, that depend on love, depend on attention, and needed money to get out of the situation that they were in and to do better. That's why they cling to him. But y'all, I was like, I got to get out here and ask my people, what is it about this guy that y'all think that these girls keep going whack, whack, cuckoo nuts over? Because I am so lost. When I look at him, I think, oh, what a child. What an ignorant person. What a freaking downright disrespectful dude. If a dude do not respect his mother, okay, does not respect his children, then he darn sure ain't gonna respect the woman he with. And honey, don't let me get to preaching. I'm gonna see y'all in the comments.